Hello and welcome. My name is Vin Wild. 3 videos into the wipe already, and I'm still seeing a persistent issue. Everyone dislikes the way the PVE mode is set up. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the way PVE should have been set up. But before we get started, guys, I want to let you know, January begins my monthly giveaways, and the sub goal for this month is 800, which I think is pretty easy. I think we can definitely do it. Also, going forward, every video will have a hidden code word somewhere in it, so make sure to take note of those, because if you win the giveaway, those code words will level up your prize. And all I'll say is, my Mythbusters video had a secret word in it, so click the card above if you haven't seen it yet. With that said, I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's do this. Now, to get a baseline on what PvE is meant to be, let's take a clip from the official Ghost of Tabor channel.
Since release, Ghost of Tabor has been player versus player, with no other game modes to help the little Timmies actually get some gear.
Now, this directly implies that PvE mode is the solution to the problem of Timmies struggling in PvP. Keep in mind that only after community complaint did they agree to make single-player PvE free, meaning that at the start, the whole experience was meant to be a paid one. That aside, what is PvE supposed to be? What kind of experience? Well, according to the devs, this mode is essentially just
Glorified training raids with the squad.
This leads me to my next point. If PvE is a training mode, who is it meant for? The devs implied Timmies and noobs, but the aggravating AI suggests it's meant to hone the skills of Chads. But then again, why would a constant player want to grind PvE to level traders and train against Scav AI when it takes time away from regular Tabor? And players, even goated ones, play nothing like the Sentry Gun Scavs. The whole thing feels a little bit out of touch to me. But far be it from me to complain without providing solutions, so I'll provide several. 1. Just fix the Scav AI. Make it challenging but fun. I should only be dying to Scavs in situations where I'm completely unprepared or caught in a weird situation. Scavs should be a foe to face, but not to hide from. And they should have reasonable abilities. No one ever is hitting a headshot snipe with an SMG from over 100 meters on a moving target. And certainly not some low-level foot soldier. Fixing the Scav AI should allow PvE to be an adequate target practice on moving enemies, but also allow new players to have fun while they're doing it. Solution 2. Difficulty settings. A viewer of mine brought up a really great point. It'd be great to be able to scale the challenge of the AI, and even have control over randomized events to truly train and practice. Maybe you want to train to kill the Collector, so you just toggle the Collector on Matka. Or maybe you want to train to raid the Fish Cultist base, so flick a switch and boom, training! But when you want to kick back and have fun, you switch over to the easy AI and have some fun with friends. Solution 3. Just unlock everything. If PvE is meant to be training, then leave the trader levels at max so everyone can experiment with different loadouts and train for different situations. Maybe even have infinite Karunas, and make it more of a sandbox experience so people can train and also not have to pick PvP or PvE as their main to dump all their time into. Because no one wants to spend half of their wipe leveling one bunker to have to do it again in the other bunker. Also, regardless of solution, there's no good reason PvE should have a wipe. Hell, combine Solution 2 and 3 and make PvE a totally solid mode for anyone who wants to play. Give them toggle switches for the traders, Karunas. Let it basically be an experience you shape the way you want to. And while you're at it, let people have parties of up to 6 or 12, so you can do private lobbies, private raids. At the end of the day, an online game of 3 or 12 is still using servers, so why cap it? Let us do full community raids, events, even wars. Let us turn scavs off altogether to have an empty map to play. Give us the control to have real fun with the PvE mode. Because in the end, that's what it's all about. Fun. I think the devs lose sight of the fact that we choose to play their game in our free time. Unless you're a big YouTuber or one of those unemployed friends who survives doing nothing somehow, we're using our little remaining free time away from work, school, or taking care of family to try to have a little fun and let off some steam. And I think the devs forget that their whole job is working on and shaping this game that's meant to be played and enjoyed by their player base. They might not mind putting 100 hours into grinding tasks or endlessly toiling for a little loot. But for those of us who have lives away from this one game, we're giving away our little time to try to have fun. And when that fun isn't fun, we tend to let that game go and move on to something more enjoyable.
Did you just threaten me?
I love Ghosts of Tabor, and I don't want to see it fail. On the contrary, I want it to grow and get better so I can keep playing it, and more people come to it. But since this wipe came out, my moments of fun have been dampened by the unthoughtful changes that have been made to an otherwise awesome game. I hope you found this video helpful and interesting, and I hope it makes its way to the developers. Maybe with your help, it can, and we can turn this whole train ride around for the better. With that said, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.